Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Every Tuesday at 8 AM we have a new explainer video for Disneyland Paris, and today we're diving into character encounters. So this is basically my guide to help you guys see the most amount of characters you can in a trip to Disneyland Paris. And this is pretty much what it's all about. You've got to have a master plan, because if you just go for a wander around like we first did the first 2, maybe 3 times we went to Disneyland Paris, we didn't really see any characters at all. And now, if we want to, we can go and see every single one because we know where they are, we know when they're out, and I'm going to basically share all of that with you. So, let's get into it. Now, first of all, you've got this kind of matrix. So, there's a whole bunch of stuff on here, and I'm going to kind of go through what it all means. So, first off, the fixed meet and greets. They're guaranteed to be there. You get a high level of interaction. You do have to wait in the queue. That's why it says standby. There's just a queue to wait in. But they're included in the parts cost, which is fantastic. You then have some meet and greets, whether it's on a virtual queue. Now again, this is guaranteed, and you get probably a longer time with them, I'd say, than the fixed meet and greets. They are pre-booked as well, so you book it on the app, and when you get there, you can just turn up at your time. I will go into that in a bit more detail further in the video as to how to pre-book those. And again, they are included for you in the cost of the visit. Final one, roaming and pop-up characters. Now obviously these are random, you can't guarantee these, and they generally just kind of say hi, give you a smile, maybe you're really lucky, you might get a photo with them. But they do pop up every now and then. Obviously there's no wait because they just appear, and again they're included in the cost. This is the big one, character dining. So obviously when you book a meal at a character dining restaurant, they're scheduled times, so they come around at certain times throughout the meal. You get to have loads and loads of time with them, but they do come at a cost. The meals are expensive, especially the character dining, for obvious reasons. And then finally, parades and shows. They're obviously scheduled. You know when the parades are going to be. You don't get to kind of meet them as such. You just get to see them, but it's still cool nonetheless. No wait, unless obviously you're waiting for the parade. And the obviously price is included with the cost of the ticket. So, the virtual queue. With characters like Spider-Man, like Mickey Mouse, you cannot just rock up and see them. You have to A, have your app and tickets linked in advance, and be inside the park. Now this is really important, people do forget this. You must be inside Disneyland Park through the tickets, scan your tickets in, through the gates, whatever you want to call it. They will not work if you're outside the park. Trust me, we've tried it before when we were driving down to Disney. We tried it on the motorway, didn't work. You must be in the park. And when you get into the park, once you're in the turnstiles at 9:45 and 2 PM, they drop the slot. So make sure you are on your phone, on the app at those 2 time slots. You don't want to be on a ride because you want to be quick. They can go really quick. Now, it's not always the case, but normally if you're on there 5 minutes late, they're all gone. 2 minutes late, they can all be gone. You need to make sure you are there tapping the app. If you are there at 9:45, you're normally pretty much guaranteed to get one, but like I say, not always. So tap fast, pick the one you want, hit join, and then just make sure you get back on time. Sometimes it can give you a time slot 30 minutes, sometimes it could be 3 hours. Whatever the time slot is, make sure you go back to it. If you can't make that time slot for whatever reason, you can cancel it and someone else can then book it for them. So don't feel like if you get one, you have to stick to it. If something else comes up that you need to do, well, just cancel the slot. You will not get any consequences for cancelling it, and it means someone else gets to have a turn, which is pretty nice for them. So, in Disneyland Park, you have got the Adventureland, the Explorers, you've got Aladdin, Jasmine, Captain Hook, Baloo and Jack Sparrow. They are all pretty much kind of random meets. They pop up here and there. They're never really that guaranteed. Fantasyland, you've got the Princess Pavilion where you meet all the characters of the princesses. You can do the virtual queue for meeting Mickey Mouse, and then you've got some classic storybook characters as well. Discoveryland, the Sci-Fi Hub, you've got the Starport for Star Wars things, the arcade area to meet Stitch. And then Main Street USA, you've got a meet and greet with Winnie the Pooh, you've got Donald, Daisy pops up every now and then, Goofy's often near Town Square. There's lots and lots of characters you can go and meet. On Avengers Campus, you can go and meet superheroes. So the virtual queue, there's always one meet for Spider-Man, and that guarantees you a visit with Spider-Man. And there's another one where you just get a superhero. Now, when you book that one, you don't know which superhero you are going to meet, but again, you get a time slot to come back, and whichever superhero, be it Ant-Man, someone else, they are in Avengers Campus as well. In the world of Pixar, there's normally characters you can go and stand and wait in line for. There's often Jessie, there's Woody, you can go and meet them. The Incredibles have just returned to Disneyland Paris. We've not been there to see them yet, but I'm hoping to see them next time we go in May. These are the cheat codes. These are the ones that people don't really think about. So, hotels. If you stay in a Disney hotel, in the lobbies, there are often characters there. So you can often go and get quite a short line if you're there at the right time. Now, clearly it does mean you obviously have to be there and not in the park, so you're not doing the rides and that type of thing. But if you want to see one in the hotels with a bit of a shorter queue, that's the place to go. Now, again, depending on the time, depending on the hotel, depending on the character, the queues might be pretty long. I've been in hotels where we see Mickey Mouse there and the queue was massive. Other days where Donald or Goofy were there, the queue wasn't that big. So it does depend on the day and everything else. And then the character dining, like we said earlier on, character dining, it is a bit expensive, but they come round, they talk, they hug, take photos all while you're eating. It's perfect. No queuing, you're sat down, it's great. If you do go see the photos, a couple of things to think about. Number one, do you want to have an autograph book? First of all, if your kid's a bit shy, it's a great way to get them into it. Our son Noah, he didn't really like meeting characters. We got him the autograph book to kind of get the characters write their name in. All of a sudden, he loves it and it's all he wants to do. So autograph books are pretty great, especially for shy kids. And then the other one is the photo pass. There's often like professional photographers there and they take photos. If you've got the photo pass plus, then you can obviously they scan your code and you get all those photos given to you on the app, which again is absolutely fantastic. The photos they take are brilliant, so I really would recommend it. So here you go, great interaction. You meet up and give them something to think about, whether you've got something like Noah often has a little cuddly toy that he's bought and they mess around with that. When we met Pluto, he actually had a little Pluto. That's great. Have a little chat with them, ask them a question, how's the day doing, have a little chat. This then hopefully gives a nice response, the character reacts to it, and then they take the little photo, and it just kind of goes around like that. Just keep on offering them things, especially if obviously you're the grown-ups there. The characters don't talk unless it's one of the princess or someone, especially things like Pluto that time, they don't talk to you, Mickey Mouse, so you've got to give them things to have that interaction with. So here you go, your perfect day, if everything went perfectly to plan, which we know they don't, but if it did. You meet a character in the hotel lobby early in the morning. From there, you go into the parks, and at 9:45 you get the virtual queue for the one you want to see, be it Mickey Mouse, Spider-Man, whoever else. 1 PM, bit of character dining, they come to your table while you're eating. In the afternoon, you go and have a look around Pirate Land or Adventureland, and you meet Captain Hook, Jack Sparrow, someone like that. And in the evening, you get a parade and see loads of characters at the same time. You could meet loads of characters in one day. That's not including waiting in line to meet some of the characters that are around at the meet and greets around the park as well. So, who are you going to go and meet? Comment down below who you want to go see, and hopefully I'll see you meeting the characters in Disney very soon.